Let me ask you about drugs, because that's obviously an important part of healthcare. And you know, Bernie Sanders was very critical of you and 12 other Democrats for voting against a bill that would have allowed the importation of drugs from Canada. I know that you've answered as to why you voted that way, but he was very harsh. He said you and the other Democrats lacked the guts to stand up to the pharmaceutical industry.
Well, first of all, you know that was not a bill. That was
it
was a resolution. It was not even something that, if everybody in the Senate voted, would have changed one thing. It was a late night resolution during a vote-a-rama that some of us were asking is, hey, put some safety requirements on it. They weren't put on, and so I went right to work. I said, hey, Bernie, Senator Sanders, excuse me, let's work together. Senator Casey, Senator Sanders, and I put our heads together, worked on a bill that is incredible. Not only will it allow imports, but it gives the safety guarantees that a lot of us were concerned about. This has nothing to do with pharma, it doesn't do with courage. It's about good legislation, because while most Canadians are getting access to really high quality drugs, if we just did that without the kind of safety provisions we put in there, you could see rogue pharmacies popping up, rebranding drugs coming in from other countries and saying these are now Canadian drugs. So we put things like track and trace technology and other things to make sure our consumers are getting quality drugs.
So you know that there are progressives out there who are looking for a white knight and were disappointed in that vote. And in addition, I think in 2014 you were the #1 recipient of donations from pharmaceutical companies and executives of them. How can these people who are very wary of big pharma and very wary of the fact that rising drug prices is one of the main reasons why healthcare costs are going up so much, that you're going to be on their side and not the side of all these pharmaceutical companies that are in your state?
I'm a big believer that life is about what you do and not what you say. And so my performance in the Senate when it comes to issues that really are important to my community, like, please understand this, a lot of folks in the Senate go home. I go home to Newark, New Jersey, Central Ward, a community of folks who are working class folks who are battling every day against rising rents, rising college costs, a lot of the challenges we're facing. That's where my loyalty lies. And we're trying to, in the Senate, my team is trying to focus on that. So when it comes to pharmaceutical prices, they're too high. And if you look at my performance in the Senate, whether it's a bill I just did with Senator Sanders, or talking and working about other ways to lower prescription drugs. In fact, go back to when I was a mayor, we had ways to, we did an incredibly innovative program to lower prescription drug costs and get more people into preventative care. So my work and and you know this from my history, what got me into politics in the first place was representing low-income communities. I still live in a census tract where the median income is $14,000 per individual. That's where my loyalty lies. I haven't put anything out there ever that's contrary to that.